Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today's shocking news. Julie Chrisley breaks down in prison cafeteria. The morning sun filtered through the small, grated windows of the Kentucky Federal Prison, where Julie Chrisley had been serving her sentence for nearly 2 years. From the outside, the walls looked calm, ordinary, but inside pain simmered behind every locked door. And on this particular morning, a shocking moment unfolded inside the cafeteria that left inmates and staff shaken. Julie Chrisley broke down in a way no one had ever seen before. Julie, once known for her grace, calm presence, and family devotion on Chrisley Knows Best, had grown quieter with each passing month behind bars. Her vibrant energy had been replaced by a silence that echoed in every hallway she passed through. Inmates whispered about her sadness, her longing, her strength. But today, that strength cracked. It began like any other morning. Julie followed the strict schedule: 5:30 a.m. wake up, 6 o'clock a.m. count, then off to the cafeteria for breakfast. She walked in slowly, wearing the same gray uniform as everyone else, blending in physically but still somehow standing apart emotionally. She grabbed her tray: watery oatmeal, a single banana, and a half cup of instant coffee. Her eyes were heavy, as if she hadn't slept. But it wasn't until she sat down that the cafeteria, usually filled with chatter, turned deadly silent. A soft sniffle escaped from Julie. Her hands trembled as she reached for her spoon. The oatmeal remained untouched. Her eyes stared into the distance. Some thought she might be praying. Others thought she was simply trying to keep herself together. But then, the breaking point came. A single inmate walked past her and whispered, "Saw Savannah on the news last night. She looks tired, like she's breaking too." That single sentence was the match that lit a fire in Julie's heart. Her chest began to heave. The spoon clattered from her hand onto the tray. A deep, aching sob erupted from her throat. Raw, unfiltered, and heartbreaking. All heads turned. It was the kind of cry that silenced even the harshest inmates. Guards at the edges of the cafeteria moved toward her, unsure whether to intervene or give her space. Julie covered her face, shoulders trembling as the floodgates opened. Years of pain came rushing out: the guilt of leaving her children, the grief of being separated from Todd, the helplessness of watching Savannah raise her siblings alone, the loss of her freedom, dignity, and the life she once knew. "I can't do this anymore," she whispered over and over again. "I can't keep pretending I'm okay." A fellow inmate, Carla, a woman who had once shared a bunk beside her, slowly walked over and sat beside Julie. She didn't speak at first. She just placed a hand on Julie's back. Julie turned toward her, tear-streaked and pale. "It's Savannah's birthday next week, and I'm not there. I wasn't there last year either. Or for Grayson's graduation. Or Chloe's nightmares. I'm their mother, Carla." "What kind of mother misses everything?" Carla hesitated, then said quietly, "One who didn't have a choice. One who was caught up in something bigger than herself. You're here, but your heart is still with them. That's still being a mother." But Julie wasn't comforted. She leaned forward, burying her face into her arms on the table. Her cries became softer, but no less painful. "I used to make birthday cakes. Every year, no matter what," she murmured. "Now I can't even send a card without someone reading it first." A guard finally approached. "Julie," he said gently, "do you need to speak to the counselor?" She shook her head. "No. I just need to be alone." But alone was something Julie had felt for months now. Back in her cell later, Julie sat by the window, looking up at the small sliver of sky. Memories of her past life flitted her mind. Sunday brunch with her family, laughter echoing through their Nashville home, filming silly moments for TV, holding her grandbaby for the first time. Now all of it felt like someone else's life, a dream she had glue lately. Her daughter had taken over guardianship of Chloe and Grayson. She did the press, handled the lawyers, and even made public appearances pleading for prison reform and updates on her parents' conditions. Julie had watched a video clip a week ago. Savannah sitting on a morning talk show couch, holding back tears. "They're not the same," Savannah had said about her parents. "My mom? She's not eating. She's not sleeping. And it's killing me to know I can't do anything but fight from the outside." Those words echoed now in Julie's mind. She's not eating, not sleeping. And it was true. Prison life had worn her down more than she could ever have imagined. It wasn't just the walls, the isolation, or the cold food. It was the way time dragged. The way birthdays passed with just a whisper. The way you lost track of your identity, of your soul. That afternoon, a prison counselor came to visit. Julie sat still, head against the cold wall. "We heard what happened in the cafeteria," the counselor said gently. "Would you like to talk?" Julie hesitated, then nodded. "I'm afraid of forgetting who I am," she admitted. Not the Julie on TV, but the Julie who tucked her children in, who decorated Christmas trees with handmade ornaments. "I look in the mirror and I see someone tired. Hollow." The counselor nodded. "That's a common feeling. But you're still that woman. You're still their mother. This place can take many things, but not your love." Julie stared at the floor. "I just want to go home." "I know," the counselor replied. "And until that day comes, maybe you can write letters. Share your memories. It's something." That night, with trembling hands, Julie picked up a pen and paper. "Dear Savannah, I cried today, in front of everyone. I was so ashamed. But maybe I needed it. I miss you all so much that it physically hurts. I think of you every second. And when I see your face in my dreams, I wake up with tears in my eyes. Please know that I am still your mom. Still here. Still loving you with every heartbeat. I may be behind walls, but my soul is with you. Love, Mom." She folded the letter with care. Her hands were shaking, but her heart felt lighter. The pain was still there, aching, deep, but it had been given a voice. The next morning, Julie walked into the cafeteria again. Heads turned, but this time not in shock. Some nodded, others smiled gently. A few even slid over to make room for her. She picked up her tray, took a breath, and sat down. And for the first time in a long time, she took a bite of her oatmeal. Julie Chrisley's breakdown in the cafeteria asterisk was a moment of raw vulnerability, a window into the emotional toll prison life has taken on her. While the world remembers her as a reality TV matriarch, inside those prison walls, she's a mother grieving her separation, a woman clinging to hope, and a soul longing for redemption.